to stop.
Coming in to round 18 on the schedule, this marks as halfway in the season. Next race will be the start of the second half of the season, and Jesse Turner, Dom Capps, DJ Curtis, Nick Mace, Matthew Rodriguez, Jake Bassinger, Dejon Weeks hold the spot in the championship where realistically they can all come into the second half of the season after this race, really fighting for the championship after Martin failed to qualify over at Sebring. He kind of knocked himself out of the title hunt, and with that, Martin announced that he will be retiring at the end of Michigan for round 22. You thought I was going to say at the end of the season. Nope. Luke Martin deciding to step down from racing, at least full-time. He said that not to completely count out the Daytona 500 just like he did this year, but Martin will not be driving after Michigan for round 22. He's going to step down at his home race. And with Martin's announcement, some big news headlines that came in for this race weekend. Rodriguez Racing, that the Hardee's National Series team will be moving up to the Cup Series, and they'll be having a driver. They'll only be having one car for next year. And also, coming into round 18, Matt DeLeo has been given a grid penalty. He'll have to go to the tail end of the field. And with that, also Cody Lamas, he's on the Sony pole for this race weekend. We announced last weekend he is driving for Mace Enterprises. Speaking of driving for Mace Enterprises, after round 22, when Luke Martin steps down, Sean Harple, who has had a fantastic run this season with Athenian, he will be moving over to the 25 car for the rest of the season. So that's a great news for Sean Harple. He's been fighting really hard to try and hang in there all season. Jesse Turner, Jake Bassinger, and even Caleb Hoffman have announced that they will be returning to the driver's seat for Turner Performance. So a lot of news headlines coming in this race weekend, and we're about halfway in the season, but it's race time. Cody Lamas, Jeffrey Fengai, Stephen Jenkins, Nick Mace, and last weekend's winner, Matthew Rodriguez, make up the top 5. Let's get down to start the race. Coming to take the green flag for 36 laps of racing, Cody Lamas is going to take us down and underway. He won the pole last weekend, crashed out the first lap, looking to turn it around this weekend. Fengai finished second last weekend. He's starting second today. Can he end that long dry spell? Stephen Jenkins also looking for a victory. Mason Rodriguez behind him, looking to capitalize on points on Jesse Turner, who's starting just behind him. Jordan Davis back there in 9th. Led every lap but the last lap at Sebring. Can he get redemption today? We're going to find out in a couple of seconds as we're going green flag. Cody Lamas brings us down to a racing for round 18. Lamas can't quite clear Jeffrey Fengai. Fengai fights back, door to door. This part of the course has been the most dangerous all weekend. Fengai gets away with the lead. Lamas out in the dirt a little bit. And Mace trying to fight him for second position. Lamas doing battle with his future boss-to-be. Mace trying to get by Cody Lamas, and he will. What a start right there for Nick Mace from 4th position to 2nd. But Lamas fights back. This corner's been the most difficult as well. The slowest part of the course, and off the course just a little bit for Hernandez and Jenkins and Rodriguez around the outside, trying to get up to 4th. He is in a 4th, looking for 3rd position on Cody Lamas. Lamas from 1st to 4th. Not a good start for Cody Lamas, the CBM. He drops to 4th position. Stephen Jenkins also dropping back. Turner trying to move into 5th position. Fengai, however, gets away with a pretty decent lead. Nick Mason a 2nd. Rodriguez. These two drivers, the 48 and the 99, trying to make up points on Jesse Turner, but Turner's not letting him get too many points on him today. Jesse Turner is determined to get a good finish today. He's into the top 5. And one of our title contenders at the top of the hour that we talked about did not need this. Dejon Weeks got tangled up with Carson Scott, and this is severely going to hurt Dejon Weeks in his quest of a title. Getting up to speed on the first lap, Dylan Young, something is very wrong with his race car. And On the start of the race, he was just so slow, and he had to bring it down pit road. As you can see, that he is breaking up a lot of the drivers in the back half of the field that eventually led to Dejan Weeks spinning out. Here's the incident here. Dylan Young just had been really slow in holding up many drivers in the back half of the field. Carson Scott got into Dejan Weeks and also into Luke Martin, and around they went. And this is going to hurt and probably take Dejan Weeks realistically out of the title mix. We are just to the halfway part of the season. However, Jesse Turner has just put a big gap on everyone in the standings, and it's forcing everyone's hand to try and keep up with him. And Dom Katz is the closest one. He's got the biggest uphill climb of anyone for this race weekend. Him and Jake Bassinger both. They've had bad qualifying efforts, and Katz and Bassinger, we're going to have to watch these drivers all race weekend and see if they can't get back up there and try and finish ahead of Jesse Turner. Matthew Rodriguez looking to go back-to-back this weekend on victories. He's got such a fast Ford. He's on the inside of Nick Mace here, door to door. Matthew Rodriguez won at Sebring, looking for his 4th win of the season, looking for his 10th career victory in the Sony Cup Series. I thought he was actually gonna take Nick Mace fairly easily, but Mace fights back in the 48 Chevy. Oh, Mace nearly goes off the course. Further behind him, Jesse Turner eating into their gap. Jesse Turner not letting these two gain as much points as they would like on him today. And Turner possibly going to try and get up there and try and battle to win this race as well. But Rodriguez really brought his name back into the title mix after his win in Sebring. He's 111 points behind. Nick Mace is 84 back. And right now they're only going to gain about a point or two on Jesse Turner. A big battle unfolding here. Jordan Davis down the back straightaway. We call it the back straightaway because it's a long straightaway leading up to the start-finish line. And Davis, along with Stephen Jenkins, has really caught these guys. And Davis, looking for redemption, trying to get up there and battle for this race win, goes by Jesse Turner for the 4th spot. Meanwhile, out front, Jeffrey Finguy with an incredible start to the race to get around Cody Lamas, which ultimately led to Cody Lamas really dropping through the field. Fantastic start for Jeffrey Finguy. Could this be his day? Gonna have to wait and see. But a big battle unfolding for 2nd position. 4 cars really fighting with each other, but Nick Mace sliding wide. Really slides there. Opens the door for Jordan Davis to overtake him. And here comes Jesse Turner, gonna try and get a run on him as well, but can't quite get the run. But Davis gets around him. He's gonna have to try and get up to Matthew Rodriguez. But Rodriguez clears these drivers. Stephen Jenkins trying to close in on these drivers. Andres Allen having a fantastic show right now in 7th. Casey Lester in 8th. Cody Lamas has dropped down to 9th. DJ Curtis has clawed his way into the top 10, with Luis Hernandez dropping outside the top 10, still having a great day for Curtis Racing. However, further behind these guys, Bobby Jones, Zachary Fitzwater battling for the 15th position, would slide into the tire barriers. Kind of on Bobby Jones's part, overdrove the corner there into Fitzwater, and both drivers would retire out of the race. More troubles in the back of the field. John Art, who had worked his way into the top 30. Him and Dylan Schwellenberg really moved their way up through the order, but also, just like Bobby Jones, would tangle with each other with Fitzwater, just like those drivers did, and both drivers would go out of the race. Jesse Turner looking to overtake Nick Mace. This is the championship battle. We're going to see a championship battle all year between Turner, Caps, Curtis, Mace, Rodriguez, and Bassinger, I assume. If Bassinger can work his way up, Bassinger has just had really bad qualifying efforts, and ever since round 10 has not had the best efforts, but Mace working hard on Jesse Turner to keep him back there, and Mace holds on to the spot. However, up front, Jeffrey Finguy going off the course a little bit and off into the dirt. This is going to allow Matthew Rodriguez to try and eat into the gap as he hits his marks. However, Davis and Mace not so lucky, and they're going to lose some time on Matthew Rodriguez. They were doing battle for 2nd, but Rodriguez trying to chase down Jeffrey Finguy. Here's one driver who's doing a fantastic job right now, Charlie Smith. Oh, he barely went off the course a little bit there. Racing hard with PJ Williams. He's currently in the 22nd position, trying to get 21st from PJ Williams. He's worked his way up tremendously in this run, so he's having a fantastic show for CM Racing. Battle for 5th going on. Steven Jenkins has caught these guys. He's caught Jesse Turner trying to take him for position. Turner trying to fight back. Steven Jenkins relatively good on the road courses. Side by side through the S's. Can he overtake him at the line? Oh, Jenkins noses him out at the line. He's going to have the preferred line into turn 1. And it looks as though Steven Jenkins will take over the 5th position. The battle for 2nd has been heating up between Rodriguez and Davis, and here comes Davis. Rodriguez kind of overdrove the corner, and Jordan Davis from the 9th position up to 2nd. What a move by Jordan Davis. Now he has only one more car left to go, and that is Jeffrey Finguy, who's got a pretty good margin on him. Jesse Turner has ran back down on Steven Jenkins. This is for the 5th position. They've been racing hard with each other for this spot. And Turner looks as though he's going to get the advantage here. And he will. Oh, very close, but Jenkins not wanting to give up. But we've never seen the outside line in this corner prevail. And Turner takes it. Jordan Davis continues to eat into the gap of Jeffrey Finguy. Last lap, he was quicker by 0.4 of a second, nearly half a second on Jeffrey Finguy. Can Davis run him down? Looks as though he's cutting in the gap pretty fast. Jordan Davis looking for his 10th career victory and his 3rd win of the season. He kind of got robbed at Sebring. Just slipped in the oil in the last lap. He's running him down. Jordan Davis, I believe he's going to get there. But will Finguy be able to put up a fight and be able to hold off the 5 Chevy? Battle for 3rd unfolding. Nick Mace trying to take an advantage on Matthew Rodriguez. Rodriguez slipped. Mace jumped on him. And now Mace is into the 3rd position. And Rodriguez really losing time to Nick Mace. And Jesse Turner going to try and reel him back in. Every point matters and every point's going to matter. Even though these drivers know that they can't make up but just a couple of points because Turner's running so good, they don't want to lose points, even if it's so slight. And that's even with the mindset of what Jesse Turner's thinking. He's running a solid day in the top 5. Turner consistently running such a good season whenever he's not caught up in any mishaps. Last race at Sebring was such a blessing for other drivers, but Turner not going to let that happen many other times this season. Last lap, Jordan Davis ran half a second quicker than Finguy. Finguy better get on it, and he better be running as hard as he can because Davis, this is a milestone victory that could happen for Davis today if he earns it. And he's going to have to earn it. Davis, he said before he's wanting to get to 10 career wins before he steps down. Well, today could very well be the day. He's on career win 9, looking for career win number 10. And only 12 other drivers have been able to accomplish that feat. Dom Caps at Texas earlier this season did just that. And Davis trying to run down one of the better road course ringers the series has of Jeffrey Finguy. Finguy looking to cut a 162 race winless streak today. He's going to have to hold off a 2-time champion of Jordan Davis. As we look just past halfway, I want to give a call to some of these drivers in the top 10. Andreas Allen, great run for him. He's not finished inside the top 10, I don't believe at all, in the last 2 seasons, besides a non-restrictor plate track. So Allen running in the top 10 today. Great drive for Andreas Allen. His last career victory came up in Canada, up at Trois-Rivières in season 11. So he's having a fantastic day. In 7th, 8th positions, the pole sitter Cody Lamas. He fell back early on. Zayden Davidson in the top 10. Great show for him. And DJ Curtis, one of our total contenders, in the top 10. And further behind him, Dom Caps, still struggling today with the handle of his race car. He was 12th, but he loses 12th and drops to 13th. Jeffrey Finguy has caught some lap traffic. Drivers that have been in damage and been in some wrecks today. So Jeffrey Finguy really going to have to make do with these lap cars very easily because Jordan Davis is going to be all over him if he doesn't get by him really quickly. And Finguy going to be looking for any way to get around Dejon Weeks, Luke Martin, and Dylan Young. Finguy doesn't go off the course, but Jordan Davis really eating into the gap. And Finguy looking for any way, whichever line will be able to move. Finguy can't be too pleased with the lap traffic right now. Really slowing him up in the fast part of the course. This is where you really need that speed down this long straightaway. trying to get around Dejon Weeks. Looks as though he will here. Now, Jordan Davis is going to have to make do with these lap cars. Matthew Rodriguez is down pit road. He was running in the 4th position. This could be a strategy call to try and get better tires, but we have seen that tire wear isn't really that big of a factor, so strategy by the Martin Motorsports 99 team to pit Rodriguez a little early. The very next lap later, a bunch of drivers pit along with the point leader of Jesse Turner. Jeffrey Finguy is down pit road and surrenders the lead to Jordan Davis. Finguy has led every lap today. Not now. Jordan Davis is out front. But the next lap later, Jordan Davis is down pit road, so Davis gets credit for leading 2 laps today. How fast is his pit stop gonna be? Jeffrey Finguy could come out with the lead, but we're going to see what the distance is gonna be with him and Davis. Right side tires just got put on. Jordan Davis is away. There's Jeffrey Finguy. He's coming out of the pit road. Finguy coming out. Here's Davis trying to get there, and Finguy just beats Davis. But Finguy's going to be behind some lap cars of William Brock and Dejon Weeks. So a great pit stop for Jordan Davis, really. He's still right here. 3rd position is Nick Mace. 4th is Matthew Rodriguez, so that pit stop for him really didn't benefit him much. 5th is Steven Jenkins, and back to 6th is Jesse Turner. William Brock really holding up Jeffrey Finguy here, and it's going to open the door for Jordan Davis. He's on the back bumper of him. Battle for the lead here at Canada. For Canadian Tire, Jeffrey Finguy, one of the fan favorites who have not won a race in a long time. Dodge won a race with Jeffrey Lynn on the dirt earlier this year. That's the only win Dodge has this year. Jordan Davis in the 5, looking for his 3rd win of the season. He's had an up and down season. Whenever he is not in troubles, he's winning races. And Davis really going to have to get back after it because Finguy trying to check out, trying to drive away from Jordan Davis. Back here in 3rd, however, Nick Mace is trying to use this as an opportunity to try and get up there and battle for the win. Same with Matthew Rodriguez. Dom Capps has had a miserable day, miserable weekend as he beaten Baines with Zayden Davidson. That's for the 10th position. So Capps puts his 6th Ford into the top 10. Trying to keep from losing as much points as possible and trying to get up there and get some more positions. Jeffrey Finguy has made do with the lap traffic fairly easily. Jordan Davis didn't quite make it through just as good. Nick Mace did fairly well getting around the lap traffic in the 48 Chevy. He actually pulled away from Matthew Rodriguez, who also struggled. So Mace gonna try and battle Davis for 2nd to try and get up there and battle for the win. The top 3 drivers right now, what kind of storylines we would have if one of these 3 win, and it looks like one of these 3 will win. Finguy looking to break a long dry spell. Davis looking for his 10th career win. Mace looking for his 30th career win. All 3 drivers kind of go off the course a little bit. Rodriguez more than any of them. Jenkins trying to rail these guys in. He's back in 5th position. Battle for 6th, Andreas Allen. What an overtake. Takes Jesse Turner for position. Great run for Allen. 10 laps to go now. Everyone's kind of cleared lap traffic. Last lap, Jordan Davis ran half of a second quicker than Jeffrey Finguy and is pulling away from Nick Mace, who struggled to get around Dejon Weeks. Matthew Rodriguez still there. Can't quite count out Steven Jenkins just yet, but he seems a little too far gone. The front 4 really still right here in a chance to do this. Finguy goes off the course a little bit. Not what he needs to happen. All 3 drivers behind Finguy nail their marks in the most crucial part of the track because it gives you speed down this long straightaway, and Davis trying to eat in the gap of Jeffrey Finguy. Nick Mace did not get a good turn in the slow part of the course and has allowed Matthew Rodriguez to really pounce on Nick Mace. This is for the 3rd position, and he kind of lost some time to Jordan Davis, but relatively the gap, 15.9. That's a great lap by Finguy. Really good lap. And a 17.34. Fantastic lap by Jeffrey Finguy to try and keep these drivers behind him. Seems as though Nick Mace is struggling with his race car. The 48 Chevy goes off again, and this allows Matthew Rodriguez to go by Nick Mace for the 3rd position. Rodriguez still has to have that mindset that he can chase the 92 down. Same with Mace. They can't be given up. They have to have the mindset that they can still do it. And Jordan Davis can see Jeffrey Finguy, but can he get there? Jeffrey Finguy, last lap, just got done running his best lap of the entire day. He continues to hit his marks, while Jordan Davis further back also hitting his marks, but not as well as Finguy is. Finguy's last win, season 16. It's been a long time for Jeffrey Finguy. 3 wins to his name, looking to add his 4th career win and break that 162 race winless streak. He'll run up on Dylan Young, who possibly won't be that much of a factor, but Finguy has been just amazing all race. He's led every lap but 2 laps, and that's because of pit strategy. This could be the day Jeffrey Finguy goes back to victory lane. Jeffrey Finguy coming to take the white flag of this race. White flag is out. Final lap. The winless streak could end. Just gotta make one more last solid lap. And he will be a winner for the first time in 162 races. Davis not able to capitalize and not able to run faster than Finguy to run him down. Rodriguez holding a solid 3rd with Mason 4th. Stephen Jenkins in 5th, back in 6th. There is a battle right there with Andreas Allen, Turner, and Lamas, and Turner just overtook Andreas Allen there to get the position back. Crucial championship points for Jesse Turner to get 6th. 7th right now, Allen, and Lamas has fought back in 8th to try and get a 6th place finish. But coming back to the start-finish line, no troubles for Jeffrey Finguy. This is going to be the first win for Finguy Saitomi Motorsports in their entire career. Jeffrey Finguy, for the first time in 162 races, he rounds the S's. And he's going to come to the checkered flag through the final corner to win the Canadian Tire. Big win for Jeffrey Finguy. 4th career victory for Jeffrey Finguy. First win in 162 races. 2nd goes to Jordan Davis. 3rd, Matthew Rodriguez. 4th is Maith. 5th is Jenkins. In a battle for 6th that's gonna go to Jesse Turner. How about Dom Capps coming out of nowhere to try and get a good finish here? He's gonna get 8th. Allen drops to 9th. So a big momentum swing for Capps near the end. But this is huge for Jeffrey Finguy. Has not visited victory lane in many seasons. And he's finally a winner again in the Sony Cup Series. Many drivers wonder if you're ever going to win another Sony Cup Series race when you get on a long dry spell like this. And Jeffrey Finguy is a winner in the Sony Cup Series yet again. Had to hold off 2-time champion Jordan Davis, Matthew Rodriguez, and Nick Mace. That's some big names you had to hold off. And Finguy had to earn it because Davis was all over him near the end. And Finguy drove away with it with great strategy and a great adjustment near the end to make sure he was quicker than Davis, because Davis was faster than him near the end and probably near basically all race. Davis climbed his way up the order. Great day for Finguy and the number 92 team. Let's get you to our finishing results and standings after round 18.